Hi everyone, it's Kino here. Welcome to Everyday Strength. This class we're going to target working on integrating the core with the shoulders. So let's get started. Hands in prayer, a long deep breath in. As you exhale, let's open the eyes. And we're going to get started on the hands and knees. So I want you to just come onto your hands and knees and grip your fingertips on the ground. And let's start off by taking the shoulders just kind of side to side and get the weight bearing down into the shoulders. Then let's shift forward and backward so you can kind of get the feeling of forward and backward. We'll do that one more time. Nice. Then let's bring the knees together, and I want you to really focus on rotating the tailbone under. From here, this is kind of how we integrate the core with the shoulders, is by really being conscious of integrating the tailbone, tucking under, curl the toes under, and then don't just push with the shoulders, but think about your pelvis. And then as you inhale, let's come on up to plank pose, and we'll hold it for 5 breaths. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Exhale. Let's sink the knees down. We'll come all the way back and let's just go child's pose just for a moment. Nice. Inhale. Let's come on back up. Good work. Let's bring the knees in. Let's try it again. Really focus on tucking that tailbone under, and then inhale. You shift the weight forward. So now we find plank pose. Let's add a little instability in plank. So the way we're going to do that is by shifting the pelvis from side to side. I want you to shift your hips over to the right side, then shift the hips over to the left. And let's go ahead and do that 4 more times. So now you've got to feel that your torso really helps you move, so you can kind of keep a nice smooth movement. Let's do 2 more times. Good. Let's do 1 more time. So we kind of roll it on over, and then let's roll it on over. Come on back to the center. Exhale. We can take chaturanga. Bend your elbows. Bring your chest forward and down. Inhale. Let's take upward facing. We get a big breath in. Exhale. Let's bring it back to downward facing. Good. Let's go for 5 breaths in downward dog. So we have 1, 2, feel where your pelvis is, so be aware of the feeling, connecting the awareness of the hips into the awareness of the torso, into the awareness of the shoulders. Nice. Let's do 1 more breath. Good. Okay, then from downward facing dog, let's bring your feet together and let's go downward dog. Inhale, come forward, plank, and then slowly find the way back to downward dog. Good, let's do it again. Inhale, let's come forward, plank. Then let's find the way back to downward dog. Good. Inhale, let's come forward, plank. Find the way back to downward dog. 1 more time. Let's come forward. Plank. Hold your plank for 2, 3, 4, and 5. This time we sink the knees down, shake out your shoulders for a moment. Now we're going to practice floating the knees to kind of like a floating plank. And then when you're in the floating plank, don't try to push off with the legs, but let your lower abdominal muscles kind of lift in, and this will give your legs kind of a deep integration into the strength of the torso and into the strength of the shoulders. So first things first, let's get our hands and knees planked down really well. Move your shoulders a little forward, separate the shoulder blades, connect into the muscles of the lower abdomen, tailbone is under, and then squeeze the lower abdomen until the knees start to hover. Good, and stay for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale down. Good. Let's do it again. Inhale. Let's lift from your abdominal strength for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale down. 1 more time from the shoulders into the lower abdominals. Inhale. Let's hover the knees for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's sink the knees down. Exhale, we can bend the elbows. We'll come down to chaturanga. Upward facing, a big breath in. Downward facing. Let's take a big breath out. All right. right, let's walk your feet half the distance in. Now let's work on integrating the strength of our forward fold. So I want you to fold your torso forward. You can leave your hands on the ground for a moment. Inhale, straighten the arms and the chest moves forward. Exhale, round the back, fold forward. Inhale, straighten the arms, lift your chest forward. One more time. Round the back. Take your hands off the ground and just reach behind you for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wrap your hands around the backs of your knees. If you need to bend a little, it's okay. Give yourself a little squeeze for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's bend the knees. Take the hands on the ground. Lift from the strength of the lower abdomen, and let's step back. Find your plank again for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Good job. Exhale, downward facing. All right, now let's see if we can press up into the shoulders, and then let's bend the right knee into the chest, and then let's bend the left knee into the chest, and then the right knee into the chest, and the left knee into the chest, the right knee, and then the left knee. We'll do 3 more. Good. Squeeze it in. Let's do 2 more. Squeeze it in. Last one. Nice. Now bring both knees in. Exhale. Sit down. Good job. Let's grab the blocks. All right. We're going to stack the blocks gently up. Take your hands on the blocks, and then we're just going to practice bringing the knees close up into the chest. Press from the shoulders, knees up. Exhale, down. Press from the shoulders, knees into the chest. Exhale, down. Press from the shoulders, knees into the chest. Exhale, down. See if it feels better with straight arms or bent arms, and see what works better for you. And inhale, we bring it up. Exhale, down. 2 more times. Inhale, knees into the chest. Exhale, down. Last one. Inhale, knees into the chest and hold. Good job. We have 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, cross your feet. Move your blocks over to the side. Allow yourself a big breath in. Interlace your fingers behind the back. Turn the palms out to release the front of the chest for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good job. Close your eyes for a moment. Settle. Bring your attention inward. Feel that integration between the core of the body with that push strength from the shoulders. Bring your hands in prayer position. A long, deep breath in. Om. As you exhale, let's open the eyes. Thanks so much for joining me on this practice. May you be happy, may you be peaceful, may you be filled with love.